longer if the council so desires. Ma'am.
Good evening. My name is Barbara Osborne Kreamer. I live over on Beards Hill Road. I grew up in Aberdeen, and on this site used to be the USO building. When I was in kindergarten, it was on this site, in Miss Berger's kindergarten, and about this time of year we had the spring recital, and I was a tulip. So you've improved the site considerably, but it was fun in Aberdeen in those days. I also went to the public schools of Aberdeen and graduated from there. And today I wrote a note to the children of my 7th grade music teacher. She was a member of Grace Methodist, and she died not long ago at age 79, Miss Tenney. Of course, she was Mrs. Garvey by that time. But at any rate, it's a wonderful thing to be a part of a community over a long span of time, and to see that the arc of justice tends toward improvement, and it's thanks to people who are public-spirited and civic-minded. And you may know that I've represented this community in different capacities for 10 four-year terms, 2 of them as a member of the Maryland Commission for Women, where I began a project to improve the wages of women who were working at 59 cents on the dollar compared to their counterparts in a working world. It was a 10-year project, and I did get it accomplished. It overhauled the state pay plan so that people who worked in female and minority-dominated job classes were paid fairly. Also served as 1 term on the county council, and where I was able to do something for the public schools. We were in a similar posture as now, of being 3 slots from the bottom in education funding. But our pro-education council raised funding up to 14th in the state, which matched Harford County's well. And now I've also served 5 terms in the Democratic Central Committee. Now we have similar challenges for our schools, and we have been dependent on the property tax, but we need to draw more on the state of Maryland's wealth to help our schools. In Harford County, 34% of our families are sending children to schools who are qualifying for free and reduced price lunches. And it's mostly in the eastern part of the county. In the Eastern Shore, there are 3 counties that 100% of their students are coming to school qualifying for free and reduced price lunches. The governor has appointed a special commission called the Kreamer Commission on Innovation and Excellence in Education. They've issued a preliminary report, and during this interim, they're going to finalize their report, and they're going to make recommendations that will overhaul the administration of schools and enhance the status of teaching as a profession with much enhanced pay. Now, I want to be in the General Assembly, and specifically the Senate, to make sure that Harford County's vote will go for the Kreamer Commission funding. I want to be a straightforward representative for Aberdeen. My constituents, our shared constituents, our communities, and our municipalities will be my foremost concern. I will not have other clients. My ancestor, John Finney Wells, my great-grandmother's brother, was the mayor of Aberdeen for several terms, and our family over the generations has been committed to Aberdeen. In fact, our family farm, which is outside of town but not far from here, has been in our family since 1758. And I'm the daughter of 3 farming families of Harford County, the Cronins, the Osborns, and the Graftons. I had an ancestor who signed the Bush Declaration, and his name was John Taylor, and his father was in the Colonial Assembly. So, anyway, my commitment to the community goes deep. Did you know that who was the last senator from Aberdeen? The last time we had the state senator from Aberdeen? It was in World War II, and the state senator was J. Wilmer Cronin. He had served in the House of Delegates in the 30s, and in the 40s, he served in the Maryland Senate. So that's been how long it's been since we had the state senator from Aberdeen. So I'm engaged on a listening tour in our town and in our neighboring communities. And I appreciate it because I'm engaged in a campaign to represent our community to the state Senate. The first rung is the Democratic primary on June 26th. You have graciously listened to me several times when I've come to stand before you, and sometimes I've been criticizing you. And I'm open to that should I be able to win this office. But I can assure you that I will listen to you. And I will work to earn your trust in the knowledge that you have the knowledge that I will always be working in the best interest of Aberdeen. And I thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Kreamer.